we're not really using this song. Yo, TDS players. These new tower buffs, am I right? Especially those spawner towers. Damn, what the f- It'd be pretty crazy if you could solo Fallen with those. That's pretty much what I'm gonna do if you couldn't figure that out. Anyways, before we just jump into this, which towers do I use? There's so many great choices. Necromancer, Mill Base, Elf Camp, Crook Boss, Engineer, ooh, and that new one, Mercenary Base. I think I'll just use these guys. They look pretty tough. Oh right, I forgot the map. To kick off the match, I didn't do anything interesting and just farmed. Yup. So while I'm farming, let me tell you why Necromancer is like actually pretty good. His earlier levels can provide pretty good support, if you know how to use them properly. 18 damage, 16 range, he's got Pierce, he's also got skeletons. Does it really even matter? All you need to know is that those skeletons are no joke. But the tower itself is trash, so what does it even matter? Let's just skip past this. Who I really want to talk about is that new guy, Mercenary Base. Am I the only person who thought that this guy was going to just be added to Mill Base with the revamp? But look at what we got instead, an entirely new, busted tower. I'll explain why he's busted later, just give me a second. Merc Base is actually pretty unique for a spawning tower. For example, it can spawn various units on the path within its range, which can deal damage to enemies or support other units. These units have varying strengths, spawn rates, and purposes. That's what Wikia Colors told me anyways. Well, let me tell you what I think. Oh, hey, look at that. I'm done farming, I think. Never mind, I just placed one Merc Base. And farmed some more. Jeez, this video's all over the place, huh? Where was I?
Check it out.
Level 0 is pretty weak in my opinion, only spawning this single rifleman. At least he's got decent damage. About 5 DPS for the low price of $1,200 seems pretty worth it to me. Level 1 isn't worth talking about, and you can't make me.
Cherry? Another cherry?
Level 2 lets us spawn a new unit, the Grenadier. No, not that one. Unsurprisingly, the Grenadier is pretty comparable to the Demo Man now that I think about it. In fact, the base Grenadier is better than most levels of Demo Man. All this for $4,400? What a steal. Most of the time I just spam the grenade dude until I get level 3. Why? They've got more health than Riflemen. Doesn't really matter on lower levels anyway.
Oh, what was I worried about?
Level 3 is where Rifleman becomes a rifle.
Oh, bro.
At level 3, the Rifleman gets hidden detection. Finally, we're normalizing units with hidden detection. Gone are the days of sending SWAT vans to kill the shadow bomb. Alongside the hidden detection, Rifleman's DPS is more than tripled, but 17 still isn't a whole lot. Safe to say that if a bunch of these guys stack up in one spot, it's game over for anything with less than 500 health. Grenadier also receives buffs this upgrade, but not any cool ones in my opinion. I don't know, I just don't really like this guy that much. What can I say? Oh yeah, the base also gives a 10% damage buff. That's pretty neat. What comes after level 3 again? Level 4 introduces us to yet another unit, the Fieldman. Now this is where the base gets interesting. The field medic is able to give 3 other humanoid units a protective shield, letting them survive colliding with an enemy, a major boss stomp, a boomer explosion, Cryomancer's frost beam, the warden's beam, and some other things that I don't really care enough to name right now. Yeah, the field medic can't attack, but do you use regular medic for DPS? Didn't think so. You aren't me.
Dude, what's so special about a shield? Engineer does that to our sentries passively.
Oh, you'll find out soon. You'll find out when we talk about level.
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes!
Oh boy, where do I begin? This level gives us yet another ability to add to our collection of keybinds, the airdrop. For the low, and this time I really do mean low, price of 2,500 bucks, you can spawn any one of the mercenaries anywhere on the track, anytime you want, every 40 seconds or so. Now, you may be asking,
What's so bad about that? Rifleman seems pretty balanced to me.
this was never about Rifleman. Sorry, Remy. Introducing the best unit in the game right now, the Riot Guard. This guy's kinda crazy. For starters, 1,000 health. For second starters, 10% defense. Yep, units get defense now. That's fun. This guy just sprints down the track at full speed and crashes into enemies, dealing about 20 damage. This 20 damage stuns, by the way, and this stun freezes the tank. Pair this with the field medic shield, and you pretty much have a 2,000 health Riot Guard that can freeze the tank better than any stun unit in the entire game, as well as save your ass in a fallen run, but you know. Riot Guards are incredible. I want to grow up and be these guys one day. Fuck, this thing has 6 levels?
Check it out.
He did the same joke about 3 times already. I don't think it's funny anymore.
Yep, NG ain't cool anymore. This is pretty much the equivalent of dessert. While you could just stick with level 5 and have fun with your Riot Guards and 10% damage buff, you could see greater power, greater Riot Guards, greater damage buffs. Every unit gets an upgrade. Yay, more yapping. The Rifleman's health gets increased from 70 to 195. A pretty decent amount, I will say. Able to tank an entire fallen. 10 damage now, I guess. 30 DPS ain't bad. If you're on Molten, that is. This forgettable unit becomes even more forgettable by the time you get level 5. But I've gotta talk about him, don't I? 260 health, 10% defense, just like the Riot Guard. 85 splash damage. Pretty alright unit, I guess. Spawns slower than Rifleman, so I prefer Rifle Guy over Grenadier, but buyer's choice goes a long way. And so does 67 DPS. Just saying. The Field Medic can finally target more units. How many more? 4. 4 more. Oh yeah, and he heals more too. 38 health per second compared to the 20 on level 4. Sorry, I forgot to mention that the Field Medic heals units too. And last but not least, the Riot Guard. Oh boy. To say I have a favorite would be an under-exaggeration. The Riot Guard is peak RAM meta unit. 2,000 health, 15 defense, a cool robot medic best friend, 30 damage, increased stun time. This guy's got it all. All but range. What would he even do with range? Throw his shield? Let's not give Paradox some bad ideas. It's not like they listen to their fan base anyway. Alright, I guess that's the end of the script. Time to fucking upload this.
Thousands of years later.
I guess this is just what I get for being lazy. I may have gotten a little carried away talking about Merc Base. And what do you know? 5 updates released. Oh yeah, we killed the Fallen King, by the way. I guess since this went from the spawner only video to the Merc Base video, I might as well just give my final thoughts and wrap up now. Yeah, Merc Base is honestly a pretty reliable tower, handling early, mid, and late game almost all on its own. The damage buff does come in handy and make certain modes polluted trivial. With the way the recent updates have been and the impromptu update forecast, I can't wait to spend another month procrastinating on a video. But that's just a story for another time. Anyway, I suck at outros. Subscribe if you enjoyed. Bye.